Notice I am using an item, and I normally don't use any items or add-ons. The only time I'm going to be using either of the two will be when I'm prestiging. My David is Prestige 1, level 50, therefore I'm going to be playing a bit of David. This being said, we're on a very, very survivor-sided map. It's going to be very hard for the killer, unless it's somebody with mass map pressure like Freddy. It is not Freddy, or we would have already been falling asleep. It's ONI, who has massive map pressure as well, so we'll see how we go here. Gonna have to be very, very careful. I'm in a bit of a sticky spot. I don't want to give him this pallet right now. I have to give him something or a free hit. I can maybe make a bait on the window. He ended chase with me to go for the gen, which was either a play with your food play, or there was multiple targets that he saw, or he wanted to stop form of work and not even loop the shack. Really good play from him. I think he could have got a hit though. He reacted too slow. He should have walked into the shack after me and then twisted his camera and went for them. He did it too prematurely. Now, the bad thing about this right now is this whole game can go to shit. And you might be wondering why. 4 of us on one side of the board. I had no idea where he was. I'm going to dip early. See if he sees me. He did. I refuse to give him God. I'd rather take a hit. That was a really good play, but I don't think he makes it. Now, he ended chase again. One of 2 reasons he'd do that. Play with your food, and he's trying to build stacks with Nemesis, which would be God tier. But I doubt it's going to be that. I think he just realizes he's committing too long to the chase. Chuck the toolbox in. I can't afford him to get a Pop Goes the Weasel kick on this Jenny if he has Ruin and I start missing things. Or he could be seeing information on things like Tinkerer, Discordance. Not Tinkerer because we can hear his heartbeat. He could have just got information he couldn't give up. The issue about doing both of these, there you go. He took a pallet stun for that with Nemesis. Now, if he's running the Goose build, he will have Nemesis play with your food alongside Pop with Corrupt Intervention. Now, I don't think he is running that. My teammate took a while to finish that gen, so I got a good gut feeling he does have Ruin as well. Now, you hear that sound, that drum? That means he has his ability ready to go. So he's got his Rage ready to rock and roll. Gotta make sure I split from my teammate. Might be running Infectious Fright. There are quite a few good ways to build ONI. You can go Infectious Fright for situational awareness, maybe even knockout. Unfortunately, Surge does not work off his hammer, even if you tap it or charge it. I tested that yesterday, but that's okay. That's pretty balanced. It would have been very, very strong on him if you could run Surge with Surveillance, Knockout, and... Now, was he chasing somebody? He is. I was a little nervous then because I saw him sidestep and I didn't realize he was sidestepping to the pallet. You've got to be very mindful. What is a big issue my teammate and I have just done, chat? What's a really big issue? And it looks like the killer hasn't caught on to what is happening. We've done 3 gens beside each other on one side of the map, which is probably going to lead towards what? Something referred to as a 3-gen strat. So you notice how I instantly left my partner, Claudette, and I went straight to another Jenny. I know there is a pallet to my right-hand side. I see it over the top. We can see that little bit right there, so we know where we have to run to based on when the killer comes towards us, yeah? You can see Bill coming in. Mind gamed him really well, cost him 3 generators. I tried to leave Claudette, but she came back. That's good, because I love her anyways. Gonna save what's left in the tool. No, I'm not, because this is gonna stop a 3-gen. Massive Kindred value. Allows me to know when to go in. She must nearly finish that Jenny. Why else would she do that? Can't walk out. He's gonna see me and slug for it. He might have seen that. If he drops, I go right back. Didn't drop, didn't see. Nice hook save. See how I waited for that? To make sure he has agitation. That's 100%. You see the boy got his strut on, man, on the catwalk. This Jenny should be nearly done too. And this is a very big fear a lot of killers have, based on the fact he doesn't have an ability to, is he coming all the way down, or is he going to stop and go back to the right? Depending on his pathing, we'll change mine. No way. Really? He's just getting a little bit of blood, then he'll go back. I was like, there's no reason for him to come all the way down here when he's got somebody on the hook near in front of an exit gate. Trying to build his ability and look for a snowball multi-down. I'm in a bad spot, man. He's got his ability now. I'm in a really freaking bad spot. The one pallet to my right, I think, was used by Bill. He's chasing somebody, which helps. I'll 99 the door. Try and heal the girl with Iron Will behind me. Get my dead hard back. Not that I need it in the situation I'm in right now. So this guy did suffer from a gen rush. How could he have stopped the gen rush? Now, it's gonna sound weird for the untrained eye, but he did tunnel a little bit. I know he left chase with me, I understand that, and went for somebody else, but when he did hit somebody, he chased that person too much. He needed to just let it go, yeah? He needed to just let it go. But he chose not to, chose to stick to it. I'm gonna prep. Oh, I am in a bad spot. No, I'm not. His ability just ran out. You see that? I am pretty fucking chunky. I'll try something silly. Alright. All my teammates are out, so we'll give him a couple of hits at the end. Feels bad for the ONI, just committed to chases a little bit too long, and he got stomped in terms of gens. Yeah, he had his, he's trying to go for his thing. That's really rough for him. He has Nemesis, no form of enhancing. Nemesis and play with your food is the strongest combo in Dead by Daylight on any killer except Freddy Krueger with Discordance and Thrilling Tremor. That is Freddy's strongest combo. Pop is amazing and entwines hand in hand. 3 perks that are god tier on one killer. That 3 combo on Freddy, amazing. On this killer here, the ONI, he is god tier with Play with Your Food, Nemesis Pop, and Corrupt Intervention, or Thrilling Tremor, or Ruin. And that same build works fantastic on Leatherface, also an instant down on hand. It works fantastic on the Plague. Those 3 killers are S tier with that build, if you know how to play it. You will counter the best survivors. I'm talking top tier people that know how to run the jungle gym. But he had a really fast toolbox, I had a real fast toolbox. Regardless, GG well played. I'll be making another video based on that god tier build that I just told you guys. It'll be under probably the name, something like Fungoose's best build or something along those lines. You'll be able to see. And if you guys are watching this one over at YouTube, feel free to tune into the live streams you get here on Twitch. We stream 5 days a week, and it'll be a pleasure to have you guys in here. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.